And here we are at the closing moments of our show. We have two main event matches still to come, and one of that includes two former NXT UK Women's Champions. And don't forget, the NXT UK Women's Championship and the NXT UK Championship will of course go to NXT UK. So the champions will also go to our brand, and the champion from the UK's Women's Division right now is Stacy Keibler, but both Sue Cox and Xia Li know what it's feel to be NXT UK Women's Champion. I mean, don't forget, it all started when it was set up as #1 contender match between Xia Li and Casey Catanzaro by the board of directors. Sue Cox then attacked both Casey Catanzaro and Xia Li to prevent this #1 contender match from happening, and the board of directors' response was a Swipper Sweat match, Swipper Sweat ladder match at the next pay-per-view event, where Xia Li became champion, ending the title reign of Sue Cox. And then Sue Cox tried to regain the title, even dragging in the legendary Stacy Keibler into the issues, the heat, the beef that she has with Xia Li, with all the sheep shots, the attacks on Xia Li, and then she drags in even the legendary Stacy Keibler into the mix. And then it was a match set up between Stacy Keibler and then champion Xia Li, and if Stacy won the matchup, she would have been added to the match, making it a Super Sweat match, because Stacy then got involved, costing Sue Cox matches against Xia Li and tried to get her revenge on Sue Cox, but for this attack from Sue Cox on Stacy Keibler. Then it was Stacy Keibler defeating Xia Li, and Stacy became new champion, and Sue Cox, this was the last time that we see Cox in the title picture, because she need to go back to the end of the line. And Xia Li then had her rematch, successfully won against Stacy Keibler, but losing it back to her 1 week before Survivor Series. And the weeks before this, both Xia Li and Stacy Keibler lost to the Toxic Blondes because of number games and shenanigans, but they saved each other, so there were always respect between Stacy Keibler and Xia Li. But somehow, someway, this all changed, because Xia Li tried to distract Stacy Keibler 2 times. The first time at Survivor Series, and in Stacy Keibler's match against, it was set up champ versus champion. Stacy Keibler's NXT UK champ against the NXT Women's Champion Dakota Kai, where the winner would advance against the both Women's Champion from both Raw and SmackDown. But Xia Li had other because of Kota's injury, Kota got replaced by Ember Moon, and Ember Moon faced off against Stacy Keibler. And Stacy lost the match because of Xia's distraction, allowing Ember to take the huge win and face off against both Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair and SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan. And then this past week on NXT, Stacy Keibler again got distracted by Xia Li, but in her match against Sue Cox, and Sue Cox tried to capitalize on the situation but couldn't. Stacy Keibler too tough, and Stacy Keibler walked away with the win as the very successful and two-time NXT UK Women's Champion, while Xia Li, former two-time NXT UK Women's Champion in her own right. Same goes to Sue Cox. She's a one-time UK Women's Champion, and she was part of Team NXT this past week at 2 weeks ago on Sunday at Survivor Series, where where she showed how great she is inside the ring against Team SmackDown, even though Team SmackDown walked away with another win, but Sue Cox's show was still great. And she worked very well together with the others. Unlike the side of Sue Cox, as much this past week of NXT, we see the side of Sue Cox where she tried to hit Stacy Keibler with a steel chair while attacking the official with a usual Sue Cox shenanigans, but it failed. It backfired for once, and now Sue Cox faced off against Xia Li. And if it wasn't for Sue Cox, Xia Li would never have had lost her title to Stacy, because it was Sue Cox dragging Stacy Keibler in the title picture. And then we see Sue Cox with a modified entrance, which every of the creative charts also will get. So there she is, Sue Cox, waving, disliked by the crowd. Huh?
Making her way to the ring from New York,
Xia Li from behind, knee to the back of Sue Cox on the entrance ramp, but Xia Li starting the match early with an ambush, kicks to the back of Sue Cox, high knee, but Sue Cox blocking somehow, some of the impact. That's the potential of Sue Cox. I don't know how she blocked this one knee right there from Xia Li. She couldn't get prepared for this ambush. They got whipped in against the barricade right there by Xia Li. Xia Li perhaps still mad, that perhaps blaming even Sukox as a new side, more vicious side of Xia Li that we ever seen before. And she's always been dangerous, and now taking the arm of Sukox on the... There's no mat on the outside of NXT UK. There's no protective mat right there. There's just a floor. And again goes against the barricade right there. Time 2. Xia Li targeting the arm yet again to the dislike of the audience, but they can't stand neither of them. Xia Li's new attitude they can't stand, and they can't stand Sukox at all. But high knee yet again got countered. Huge boot from Sukox right there. As Sukox now make it inside the ring, wants to start this match inside the ring. And he's at the side of Sukox, and high knee from Xia Li. As a ref calling for the bell, I think we've seen a match. Kick to the back there from Xia Li. Xia Li's in full control of Sukox. Let's look at this. Sukox try to get back in this thing. Can she? Snap suplex right there from Sukox. Xia Li keeping herself back up. Try to kick Sukox, but yet again Sukox blocking. Very good preparation from Sukox. I don't know how she got prepared. Punch, especially with the ambush before the matchup. And now look at this, both on the apron and backdrop on the apron. That could be dangerous. As now Sukox kick to the private zone of Xia Li. Vicious kick, and now stretching the arm, dropping the knee. Revenge for what Xia Li did to Sukox on this ambush, and now times what Xia Li did to her arm, Sukox is doing to Xia Li. It's been about payback in a literal way. As now Sukox head first goes Xia Li against the apron. And now knee to the face from Xia Li to Sukox. Xia Li tried to get advantage. Look at the counter swinging neckbreaker from Sukox out of nowhere. Sukox strikes another kicks right there. Was that 5 looking for double counter, perhaps backbreaker from Sukox. Xia Li is trying to escape Sukox, and she did momentarily, but Sukox on the hunt, bring her down off the apron. Was that 6? Look at this. What a belly to belly from Sukox on the outside. Still with that 7 for both of them up until the 10 count to get back inside the ring. As Sukox is at 8. For the suplex, was almost at 9. As Xia Li keeping herself back up. Both women make it back in time. I can't believe it. Look at the punch and chop. They're exchanging blows inside the ring. Look at Xia Li go for. Missing with 1 kick though. Still. Xia Li goes, lifting Sukox up on the shoulders. Elbow to the face of Xia Li. Can Sukox get back into this belly to belly yet again? Xia Li in big trouble. Sukox climbing up the top, looking for the high risk, taking elbow drop, and she delivers from a huge distance. Goes in the cover. Will it be enough? Can it be? No, not even 1. That's how tough Xia Li is. As Sukox now, what has she in mind? Doesn't matter. Xia Li kicking herself up, kicks and blows right there to Sukox. Well, main event spin so far, but missing with the flying form in the corner could be a huge difference maker. Look at the float over DDT from Sukox. As Xia Li tried to go away from the situation, but Sukox punch to Xia Li again the back body drop on the apron. Hopefully Xia Li is alright after that landing. I mean, don't forget, Xia Li won the #1 contender Battle Royal to earn the right this past week on NXT to challenge Stacy Keibler once and for all. Might be the last shot that Xia Li ever gets against Stacy if she blews it yet again. But who can blame him? Stacy Keibler so tough. Xia Li escapes the submission out on the outside, even though it's not the first contender match, so you can't win the match with a submission on the outside. Sukox gets whipped into the barricade, but couldn't take damage. Sukox gets sent into the barricade by Xia Li. Stomp to the back of the head right there. Knee to the face as well. Xia Li got the match where she wants it, I believe. Why are you talking this early in the matchup? Xia Li talking trash. The audience still can't stand. High knee got blocked by Sukox. Another big boot. Finds its mark, and now Sukox dragging Xia Li away from the ropes. What's the strategy here? I'm wondering. What has she in mind? Wants to finish the match, perhaps? And now look at this. So, try to lock in some sort of figure 4 variation. Nope. Not as a submission though. Surprised this goes in the cover would be enough though. 1, 2. Sweet, no it's not. Sukok can't believe it. I can believe it neither. Where did Xia Li took that strength? Look at the high knee jumping high knee. Like to the face of Sukok, those vicious knees. Could have been the difference maker here. Xia Li kick to the back of Sukok. I tried to attack the arm, but kick to the face there from Sukok to the #1 contender for the NXT UK Women's Championship. Who will meet Stacy in 3 weeks' time at the next pay-per-view. What a close-on from Xia Li. She will meet Stacy in 3 weeks' time at Takeover World Tour event in the United Kingdom. Huge slam right there, like a hip toss, I believe. Small package. Crucifix, excuse me. Crucifix, of course it is. Don't call for me. Look at the kick and strike from Xia Li. Look at she goes against the cock. Now kick to the midsection. What does she mind? Lifting up, sitting power bomb. And what's this? This is the music of Stacy Keibler, the NXT UK Women's Champion, who will meet Xia Li in 3 weeks' time. Speaking about payback and how it is a bitch. That Sukok is down and out. Xia Li talking trash to Stacy right there. Stacy get a payback for the distraction from Xia Li that I already mentioned. But can Sukok capitalize on the situation from behind? Sukok try to take advantage. Xia Li with a jumping knee to Xia Li as to Sukok right there. As now Xia Li looking at Stacy. Cheap shot from there from Xia Li. Kicks to Stacy. Sent into the steel step. But Sukok snap. Dragon suplex. Knee to the torso. Knee to the face as well. Another second knee drop to the face on the outside ref at 4. And an elbow drop as well. So much force. There's another knee drop. As Sukok takes his advantage after the distraction led by Stacy Keibler. Small package driver from Sukok. Ref at 6 already. Will we see a winner? This matchup, yes, Sukok's looking for it. Bringing Xia Li back inside the ring. Maybe shouldn't have attacked Stacy. And stomped to the face of Xia Li by Sukok. What has she in mind? Oh, look at this. It's a crossface. It's a crossface. Will Xia Li tap out? She taps. Xia Li taps out. Sukok's won. After the distraction by Stacy Keibler, Sukok's got her win back and she's laughing about it. Wow, what a moment. Look at this elbow drop from Sukok right there. And then this figure 4 variation, modified figure 4 there. And the laying position, never seen it like this, I believe. And then we see the crossface in the end after Stacy Keibler sheer down and out on the outside because of Xia Li's sheep shot on her. But doesn't matter. Stacy celebrates with Sukok's. Wow, unfamiliar sight. I mean, after the history between Stacy Keibler and Sukok, but the enemy of your enemy. That's the story here. They celebrate with the applause from the audience. Wow, but we still have our main events that could come from the our NXT UK May division between the champion Masked Man against its #1 contender who attacked him this past week on NXT Roddy Strong. So this will be fine to watch as well.